Iceland with the steal. Still has Wright on her back. She'll take it to the hole and draw the foul. Almost made that shot. I don't know how. It was knocked out of her hands and still almost got it to go. But with 7:22 to go, she'll have a chance to shoot two.
It's Wright's first foul.
Unbelievable. 41-25. The score just does not look right for the effort the Blue Devilettes have put out tonight. But Eli with a chance to cut it down and does so with the first, and it's 41-26. Here's Claire Wagner back into the game, as well as Chapman, Amani Chapman. So Tate and Burns back to the bench. Your 5 on the floor for Siegel. Claire Wagner, Bethany Wright, Chapman, Kaysen, and Faulkner. Here's Iceland's second free throw up and good as well. She has such a sweet stroke, folks. Wagner set the inbounds. Iceland guards the out of bounds, and they're going to call 5 seconds. Or a timeout for Siegel. We'll take it with them. 7:22 to go in the ball game. Lebanon trails by 14, 41-27. Possible that Lebanon trails by 14, but we do as we get back underway with 7:22 to go. Lebanon defends the inbounds. Steal by Marshall, and they get over to Coggins. My goodness. They're going to call a charge on Ebony Marshall. Academy Award this year to Shanice Kaysen.
Wow.
Goodness, that was a tough break. Lebanon had to steal. Marshall took it to the basket, and Kaysen draws the charge. 10th team foul, and Wagner tries to inbounds it and hits the bottom of the backboard, so it'll go back to Lebanon.
Lebanon really pushing that pressure down in here on them.
No, it'll stay with Siegel. They'll get it inbounds to Kaysen, full court pressure, and they'll call. I was going to say they're going to have to check with that because nobody touched that ball. The ball hit the backboard and went out of bounds. Okay, well, I guess I'm wrong again. What else is new? It'll stay with Siegel.
That was my thinking. What else is new?
Good gracious. Here's Kaysen in the backcourt. She's all the way across the line, kicks in the corner. There's Wright. Right over to Faulkner, and that is a long three, and it rained in, and it's 44-27. The three, such a key to the offense for Siegel tonight.
Wagner's got 19 so far tonight.
Coggins to Marshall. Marshall all the way over, taken away by Faulkner. They've got numbers up ahead, and it's a good thing they did call a foul in the backcourt because Kaysen or Wright, take your pick, was wide open underneath. And here's a fresh 5 set to check in for Lebanon at the 6:51 mark. 44-27. Siegel by 17. Faulkner will shoot a free throw.
That was Ebony Marshall's 4th foul, too.
So for Marshall, not a good sign, as the backcourt can ill afford foul problems. Here's Faulkner. First one is good. Now they'll sub.
Gives Faulkner an even 20 so far tonight.
Well, here comes Patterson, Huddleston, Stafford, Payton, and Jennings back into the ball game for the Blue Devilettes. Your 5 on the floor for Siegel. Wagner, Chapman, Faulkner, Wright, and Kaysen. Faulkner will shoot the second of 2. It's in the air. Bounces around, no good. Jennings with great position on Wagner. Wagner over the back, so that'll send Jennings to the other end, and it should be the 1-and-1. So Jennings with a chance to score with no time off the clock, and that'll be a key for Lebanon.
Wagner's 4th foul, too, Marv.
4th one called on her. That'll send Jennings to the line. Wagner to the bench with those 4, and back into the ball game will be Wright. So it's Wright, Burns, Kaysen, Chapman, and Faulkner, as Marissa Jennings, just a freshman, set to shoot the first, and it's good. She'll have the bonus. Boy, she has come on big for the Blue Devilettes here.
She has, Marv. That's her first of the night so far.
She sure doesn't play like a freshman.
She sure doesn't.
She's listed in the program as a freshman. Second toss-up and good as well. So Marissa with a couple of free throws there, and it's back down to 14. Here's that full-court pressure. Patterson almost had a steal. Faulkner up ahead to Wright all alone. Missed the layup, but there's Burns with the putback, and they're going to call Huddleston for the foul. My goodness. They let anything go in the first half, and now they're suddenly calling it as tight as a drum. It's Siegel long been in the double bonus, so Amy Burns will go to the line to shoot 2 as Huddleston's whistled for her second foul.
Burns misses her first one. She is 1 of 5 on the night with 3 points so far.
Hard to believe such a great three-point shooter is 1 of 5 from the free throw line, but the second toss is up, and it's no good as well, so 1 for 6. And that gives Lebanon hope. Here comes Payton across the line. Right side to Stafford, looks down low for Huddleston. Skip pass all the way across to Jennings. And that one deflected, taken away by Kaysen. She tried to go up ahead. Here's Peyton back on defense on Burns, and she'll draw the foul but prevent the basket. Let's hope Peyton's okay. She took a spill.
Great hustle out of Peyton to get back, though, to keep it from being an easy 2.
So Amy Burns will go back to the line where she just missed 2 at the 6:23 mark. Left to go in the ball game, 45-29 Siegel. First toss is up and finally hits one. 2 out of 7.
I'm doing a little counting, Morris. I'm sorry I'm quiet.
Here's Burns' second toss up and good as well. So the lead's back up to 18 at 47-29. 6:19 and counting here in the ball game. Glad you guys could tune in from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. Not a great night for Lebanon as that ball deflected but recovered by Jennings. She'll get it across to Peyton. Peyton over to Stafford. Stafford all the way across to Jennings down on the baseline. There's Patterson. Short jumper. Good.
Good
catch
job.
And shoot.
Yeah, great ball movement, too, at that time.
No hesitation.
Yes.
Burns ahead of the pack, but Stafford gets back and cuts her off. Kaysen will take a pass, kick it back to Burns, right wing all the way over there to right. She was open with a good pass, could have shot a 3, but instead Faulkner has it, and she'll back it out. Patterson jumps out on Faulkner. Over to Kaysen, 5:42 and counting, 47-31. Lebanon trying to rally one last time here. Right side is Faulkner. Faulkner blows by Huddleston, cut off by Jennings, loses it. Peyton picks it up in the corner, and they'll call a travel as she fell to her knees. Boy, no consideration for a hustle in this ball game tonight.
Well, I tell you, great hustle again out of the girls as they go out, and the first group comes back in.
Here's your 5 for 5 as London and Iceland, Eli, Shay Coggins, Kelsey Blackburn, and Ebony Marshall all check back in. And there's that same play. And this time Iceland says, you want to know what? Catch it and shoot. And she did, and she blocked it. And on the take back, she's going to be fouled from behind. So Kaysen getting a little cute on that one. And it'll cost them 2 free throws at the other end. As Iceland, Eli, will step back, and she has done everything offensively tonight that you could ask out of her.
Kaysen there, her second foul, and of course the team is well over 10 now. Iceland to the line for her first one is in and out.
But there's London with the rebound and put back, another rebound and put back, no good. Iceland has it. She'll take it away and put it back and score. So Iceland gets 2 the hard way off the missed free throw.
Iceland has had a great ball game so far tonight.
Here's a great trap, but Burns somehow gets out of it up ahead to Faulkner. She'll drive on London, and London almost got it, but Faulkner able to score, and it's back to 16.
She was going at it, too. Great hustle again by Iceland down the floor.
And she beat everybody back, and it's back down. With 4:58 to go, it's back down to 16.
She has played well.
And Iceland, quick hands on that out-of-bounds play, so Chapman will move out, and they'll have Faulkner inbounds it now. And if she moves, it's a walk. And she did, but they didn't call it. Here's Kaysen inbounds up ahead to Burns. Burns will challenge London and then think better.
Yeah.
Get it back out to Kaysen.
Burns said, I'm not going to put it up.
And right, as Iceland jumped out on her, dragged her pivot foot, she was going to shoot as well. But the Eli sisters are causing problems on these perimeter shots.
Sure enough, and turnovers are not 17 for Siegel, 19 for Lebanon. Just back and forth. A lot of turnovers for this time of the year probably for both teams.
Here's Coggins on the right side. She'll drive to the baseline, cut off by Faulkner, back out to Marshall. Marshall works around, kicks in the corner. There's Iceland for 3. Bounces around, no good, and Marshall has it. She'll shoot a 3. No good off the front of the iron, runs in and gets her own rebound. She'll take it back up. No good, and hit the side of the backboard. So Ebony Marshall trying from every angle to score that time and just could not get it to go.
Down 14 with 4:26 to go, but we're still playing like it's a 2-point ball game.
Boy, a couple of 3-pointers here, Coach, and this gets interesting again. If they can get it close by the 3-minute mark. Of course, no shot clock in high school basketball, of course, but boy, oh boy, it could get interesting. Inbounds comes to Faulkner, full court pressure. She's trapped right over in front of the Lebanon bench. Somehow gets out of it with the left hand. She'll take it down to the baseline. Cut off again, swings it over to Kaysen, wide open for 3, but she passes it up and goes to Wagner out high. Wagner back to Kaysen, 4:12 and counting. Lebanon trails by 14, 49-35. And Kaysen just basically dribbles around for no apparent reason.
Running a little clock maybe, looks like.
Absolutely. Chapman over to Faulkner. Faulkner all the way back out to Kaysen. And that's exactly what they're going to try to do. And she's going to bull her way in, and they'll call Iceland for the foul to reach in.
Iceland seems to be a little upset right there, wanting teammates to do something. It's going to be Iceland's 4th foul.
foul problems have plagued Lebanon at times, but not a good time for it to happen tonight. 3:54 to go. Lebanon trails by 14, 49-35, as Shanice Kaysen goes to the line to shoot two. First one up and good.
Kaysen's 3 out of 4 tonight from the free throw line. 12 points total so far for her. Does a good job of bringing the ball up the floor as well and dishing out. Second one was up and good.
The second one as well. 3:53 and counting. Lebanon trails by 16, 51-35. Here's Coggins on the right wing. No place to go. Hands over to Blackburn in the corner. Hadn't called her name much tonight. And that pass by Coggins way too tall for Marshall. Another turnover gives it right back to Siegel.
Lebanon right now they're not shooting not as well as we'd like to. 5 of 19 from the two-point line at 26%. Only 2 of 6 from the three-point line at 33, and 8 of 11 though from the free throw line at 73%.
Kind of kept them reasonably close. Wagner inbounds to Faulkner. Wagons got 4 around her. So you can tell when that other group's in there, can't you? Absolutely. There's right in the corner. Tries to go underneath. Great step in by Payton and gets it back into Huddleston.
What a steal for Payton.
Quick feet by Brianna. Here's Huddleston in the corner to Jennings. Jennings back out high to Payton. 3:22. It's time to go for Lebanon. There's Patterson in the corner. Oh, and double dribble. She started to pass it, thought better, and tried to dribble again, and it was too late, and the turnover gives it right back to Siegel.
It's great to see both groups working and hustling like they are tonight, Marlon.
Here's Wagner set to inbounds. Full court pressure. This time a triple team on Faulkner, but she gets it out of there to Wright, and Wright almost traveled. Gets it to Faulkner, and they're in the front court. 3:07 and counting, 51-35. And there's a collision. The ball goes out of bounds. I say last touch by Aquarius Huddleston, and here comes Kaysen back in and Wright back to the bench. Your 5 on the floor for Lebanon: Jennings, Payton, Stafford, Patterson, and Huddleston. For Siegel, Kaysen, Wagner, Chapman, Faulkner, and Burns.
Great hustle by Aquarius Huddleston.
Here's Kaysen set to inbounds. Huddleston all over her. Great pass, but intercepted by Payton.
Payton's got another steal.
So here comes Brianna in the front court, kicks in the corner to Stafford, and tries to go across to Huddleston, and Chapman had it momentarily, but dribbled it on the in line, and she'll turn it right back over to Lebanon for an inbounds play underneath their own basket.
Just a quick stat here: 8 of 20 from the two-point line for Siegel for 40% on the night. 5 of 12 from the three-point line at 42%. Big shot right there. We've seen them drain them.
Boy, they have been deadly from behind the arc. Here's Stafford out high. Skip pass all the way over to Patterson. Back out to Jennings. Jennings will weave her way through. No place to go. Over to Payton on the left wing in the corner to Huddleston. Huddleston nowhere to go. She'll work out, try to go across. Dangerous pass, but Payton gets it, and she'll take it to the hole. Shot no good. Rebound Burns. Jennings fights for a loose ball. Patterson will have it momentarily, and they're going to call a foul or a jump ball. Possession arrow Lebanon.
Wow. Again, I hate to continue to say it, but great hustle on the floor.
That was really...
Yeah, good drive by Payton, too, that time to get that short jumper.
That was a scramble as your 5 for 5 comes back, as well as...
5 for 5. That's at Arby's, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and at Lebanon High School.
Yeah. Set the inbounds is Blackburn. She'll go into Iceland, and Burns is going to be called for the foul.
It's going to be Burns' second foul as well as Iceland goes to the line.
And you definitely want Iceland at the line. She's
5 of 6. So she's 5 of 6 in the night as well.
2.5 to go. Lebanon's still not out of it, folks, but it's a long road back. They can start it here. First one good.
She's got 19 so far tonight.
And back down to 15 at 51-36. 2:31 to go here in the ball game. Officials conference at half court. Had a few of those tonight. These guys are definitely willing to discuss. I like that.
That's good. You know, a lot of times they won't discuss, and somebody will kind of get cheated in the process. But this is almost like, would you say, instant replay, maybe?
It could be. They could be talking about, and I'm not quite sure what they're going to do. They're going to call both the coaches together. Yep. They're saying that should have been a 1-and-1, but I'm not sure what they're saying. Can you read lips? You got your contacts in. Tell me, what are they saying?
I could read your lips. I just can't see their lips from here because he's got his back to him. I know Tickey's got the camera right on him. And so...
Zoom, Tick, zoom.
He might could tell me what they're saying. Real quick score. Let me get some scoring.